Okay. So already we discussed, like if there is a table, okay, this is what the columns we have. Okay. Please say not add this column. Okay. So what columns we have? This is what the columns we have in our data frame, correct? I want to see a specific columns from this data frame. This is what all the columns we have in the data frame. Means what? In SQL query, okay, should be something like this. Select employee ID, comma, name, okay, employee ID, comma, name from table name, from EMP table or whatever table is there. So I want to see the two columns only. How we can see? So you need to try relating the things with the SQL now.
Maybe in rows index, column index. Do we have any such option like column index?
Column index, okay. Any one of you, how we can do this? Already, I think we have discussed. You guys are not practicing. This is what I can see.
Slicing.
Tell me the syntax. How we can do slicing, fine, but how we can do this? If I have to see the data of one column, how we can do this? You guys practicing or not? Are you clear with the question? आपको question clear है क्या? कुणाल, सतीश, question आपको clear है क्या? मीना, okay, question ही clear नहीं है. Fine. Then ask me. Okay, if it is not clear, then ask me. Okay, question is very simple. Are you able to see the Excel sheet? Yes or no? No. Okay, fine. You're able to see the Excel sheet. Question here is, this is what our data frame is. Okay. So this is what our column name. Okay, fine. Okay, salary is not separated here. As a table. Okay, you'll get it. Okay, so second X control B. This is what one column we have after city. Same thing is applicable here. Go to this. Go to the data split based on the space. Company is the, okay, what happens? Okay. Let's do this. Now this column here. Let's have this value here. Okay. Let's copy this. Control X, Control B. Okay, so this is what let's suppose table is. Clear till this point, we have this data frame or table, whatever you want to consider. So on this table, if I execute this query, what it will, what is the result I will be able to see?
Here it will extract employee ID and name from this.
That's
As
fine.
an SQL query, it works,
Yeah.
but for
So,
PD, like pandas, maybe we can use .loc like log function and give the index of the columns. How can we give the index of the columns? Maybe
so yeah, let me explain the question first. I think Sejal was not clear. So Sejal, if I execute this, मैं अगर ये वाले टेबल पे ये क्वेरी एग्जीक्यूट करता हूँ तो ये मुझे आउटपुट मिलेगा, करेक्ट? तो सेम चीज मुझे चाहिए पांडास से। एक स्पेसिफिक कॉलम्स चाहिए मुझे, दो ही कॉलम चाहिए। आई वांट टू सी इट यूजिंग पांडास। अब क्लियर है क्वेश्चन?
By assigning a new data frame with existing data frame, and in that square bracket we have to pass the columns that we want.
ओके, वी जस्ट वांट टू प्रिंट इट देवेंद्र। हमें सिर्फ प्रिंट करना है, न्यू डेटा फ्रेम को असाइन नहीं करना है। So that is correct. Whatever you have given, that is correct. Okay, let me copy that. So what you have given is, this is what you have given. Yeah, let me copy this.
It is finally MPI.
Yeah,
Data frame name is.
yeah, data frame is different. That is fine. That is not an issue. Data frame is this, and you are assigning to the new data frame, correct? So we just need to print it. That is not an issue. So what I'll do is I'll simply say print. Okay, so print these things. Column name, let me take it. From here, column name, it's a case sensitive, it should not work. Okay, if I execute it, what it will do? It will print only these two columns. You know how to access the columns, correct? Yes or no? So even if I have to print the single column, what I can do is just remove this one, print it, the single column. You got it or not? It's clear or not?
yes, sir.
Okay, and there was a way using this ilog. We have already seen this. I don't know, we are not able to recall. Do you remember this? Like, we have seen these things, and here I want to see the first column or something. Okay, and let's say suppose print this one, and if I execute it, okay. So what is happening here? The location is this. Okay, so let's add this, right? Okay, key error one is above accident node, right? Cause the following second. Okay, get the location. Location is this one. So if I say one, it's giving me what? It's giving me the first row. If I pass this one, okay, it will give me the what? First row, right? Wherever we have an index as a first. Here, if I give this one, and if I say the first row, it's throwing me an error. Even I forgot
In second after comma we have to pass again with
another.
semicolon 0 semicolon 1.
Okay, like this you're saying?
0
No,
also.
no. Zero by default it will take me. What is
Okay.
it?
Run this query, sir. 171 line. Okay, it is trying an
We cannot slicing indexing on this index. This is typically int. Okay, okay, okay. We have seen that, right, guys? A location also.
actually before comma row values, after comma column values it is.
Yeah,
But
it's
look,
row values, column values. It should take. We are doing a slight mistake in the syntax. Uh, This is what we have seen, right? So we are following the same thing. What is that? So I location. Okay, it's working for the I location, not for the location. Correct. We go to this our current file. That is 21. If I give I location and let's try this. So yeah, it's a I location, index location, na? Therefore. Okay, so number of rows, what else you want? Okay, so if I say I have to give the multiple values first, second, it's working, right? So if I have to take the employee ID and name, employee ID and name, this one, what we need to pass 0 and 1 means all the rows and what columns you want to fetch, correct? Whatever column you want to fetch. So I want 0 and 1. This,
Like subset of the data frame.
yes. So print of this, okay, and execute it. So the employee ID name, it's giving me the same thing. Similarly, this is what I'll make it as a comment. And this is what also printing what? ID and name, correct? Both are the same. Yes or no? Correct है? ये
Yes.
clear है? किसी को doubt है इसमें?
No.
No doubt.
So
Okay.
abhi
Sir,
if
okay.
first semicolon, if I write it as 0 semicolon 4, then it will print only for first 5 records, right?
First 4 records.
Sorry, first 4 records
Okay. 0
with
and
only 2
3,
columns.
it will print only these first 4 records. Okay.
No, columns also it will print only EMP ID and name, right?
Yes, column also it will print both the like only 2 columns, ID and name only. So if I pass 0 and 4, okay. So it will print what? This two, this one till this. But for these 2 columns only. Okay. See? Got it, right?
Yes, sir. Exactly. My doubt was like we need to put the square brackets for 0 is to 4 also, but only for columns we need to give separate square brackets. Is it that?
Yes.
And there is a difference in rows and columns. Here we are using semicolon and here we are using comma.
Let me try this. Uh, it should be work, right? No, 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 no. It's not taking this bracket. And here also the bracket is not required. Okay. When bracket is not required, if I'm giving the range, means I want 0 to 1. Okay. So 0 to 2 maybe. 0 to 2. Brackets are not required. When brackets are required, if I'm giving the value with means a random value I have to give. Means what? I want to fetch the first row, third row, fourth row, and maybe sixth row. And I want to that is first, second, third something. So in that case, these brackets are required. You got it right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Randomly, if we need to take comma and bracket is required. Otherwise, range with semicolon.
Yes, yes. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So this is what the query is. Now, what I want to do is I want to have a result like select all the columns or say select star from, okay, and say where anything city is equal to maybe open. Okay, means how we can apply the where clause using filter function. Okay, filter is there, yes. Filter using filter function, we can do this, but there is a direct way, a simple way to do the same. Okay, so here, if I use this data frame and column, okay, so if I have to access the column, how we are accessing the column? Let's suppose I want to use the city. So this is how we can access the column, correct? So if I print this, what it will do, it will print the information of city. Let me just print this. Okay, you can see it here. It's printing what? It's printing the city. Correct? And if I want where the city is equal to Mumbai, what I have to do is I have to do something like this. This is the data frame, and I want the information, and here I can give the condition inside. This city is equal to, let's just suppose, Mumbai. Okay. And if I print this, let's see what happens. Okay, so this is what happening here. But if I simply print these things, this one, okay, print of this. No, separator, so we'll understand the difference. Okay, so what it is doing, it's returning a true and false. I'm passing the condition. Matlab ye column name is equal to Pune. For the first row, it will go and check whether it is equal to Pune or not. Sorry, whether it's equal to Mumbai or not. So if it is Mumbai, it is returning what? True. Correct? Getting it? Second row is also a Mumbai. It's returning true. Third row is also a Mumbai. It's returning true. Fourth one is different, Pune. It's returning what? False. It's a condition we are checking. Okay. And we are passing that condition to the data frame. Return the data frame where this condition is matched. Are you getting something?
Sir, first for the first condition, it is printing Mumbai. Second condition, it is printing true or false, or vice versa. We did not understand.
This, what is this? We can access the column. Did you understood this part?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understood, right? This means what is this? What it is doing? It's printing the column information. Mean this is only printing the column. This is how we can access the column. Agree?
Yes, sir.
This is how we can access the column. And if I give where the city is equal to Mumbai, so what it is doing? It is printing the true or false, whether it's true or false likewise. Matlab, this is what our first, like this is what it is returning, the city, Mumbai, Pune, this. And iske baad I'm just adding the condition is equal to Mumbai, correct?
Yes, sir.
So it is returning what? True or false. Okay. And this is what the condition we are simply passing it to the data frame. So return this data frame where I have this condition is equal to true. Clear hai? Devendra, are you getting it?
Yes.
What about others?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We can do with the help of function as well, where, and we can give the condition, right? Pass this condition is equal to Mumbai. Okay, the condition simply pass it. And if you want to print it or assign it, you can do whatever you want. If you want to assign it, just say is equal to this one. And if you want to print this, okay. Okay, so what it is doing? It's doing something else. Okay, the none is there. Okay, so wherever we have a Mumbai, it is returning the records. For rest all, it is returning what? It is returning none value, correct? Okay. So for this, we should filter the records. None records we need to filter, correct? So how we can filter that none records? in place it will do for this where clause, right? Again, there is a function to filter the none based on this. Is not any. Okay, I try this. So, okay, it's doing what? It's a true or false? Okay, data frame not any. Okay, okay. So there is something. It's
Can we put like any column name, because in every column it is NaN, city is equal to NaN, something like that. To get you wanted not NaN values, sir.
okay. So let me do one thing. Okay, so where clause we'll see that. Hold on. Let me see how this where is working here. Data frame dot where. In place is false. X is other NaN. Okay. Other value where the condition is false are replaced with the corresponding value from other. Okay, if other is callable, then variable must be changed input series. Entire will be filled with corresponding null values. Okay. And if I say other with a different value, it will fill that value with some different value, right? Other is equal to filling with 0, correct? What was that? Other underscore, what is this, closed? No. Okay. So, okay, what it is doing, it's basically, it's not filtering the data. So wherever we have, okay, well, no model, what happens now? This okay, is equal to where I need to close the where. I need to close this one. Okay, for which line it's giving the error? Let me just comment it out. Line number 2. What happens? Okay, this is not required. It's added by default. Okay. So in where, what is happening? We need to check the parameter for the where. Okay. If we use the where, it is giving us the data, but for wherever we have a Mumbai, it's giving us that data. Rest all it is setting as a none. So we can filter out this data as well. But again, we need to do this filtration. Okay. So as of now, we'll go with this condition. We'll see that where. Okay. So we'll see how we can filter the data using this one. So most of the time, this is what we use for the filtration. Okay, so this part, are you getting it or not?
Yes.
Okay, so if you are getting, you tell me if I have to give the multiple conditions. Okay, so let me print this. So if it's working, right? I have to give another condition. So city is equal to Mumbai. Okay, so I'll write and salary, it should be greater than 50,000. I want to add this condition. What changes you'll do in this?
After Mumbai, I have to give either and or using a comma. After a comma, I will add another filter condition.
We need to give and here. Okay. And what
Uh,
we need to
Another
actually
filter condition.
filter condition. Correct. So copy this and paste it here. And here, what we need to do is we need to give this column is it should be greater than 50,000. Okay. And here we need to put it in the bracket. Okay. So cannot perform random. This is this. Let's have it in the round bracket. Okay. So not this one. This one, right? This one. And this is where the bracket is put ended. Okay. So again, I have to close it here. I have to open it here. Execute it. And this is what you can see the result. What I mean to say is this round bracket is necessary if you are using the and or. Okay, so if so your SQL and so you know the operators, right? We have seen the operators in while seeing the Python. So and is similar to what this and operator, and or is similar to what single pipe. Correct? You got it or not? So here this bracket, this round bracket is must. This is one condition. Enclose with the bracket, give and or whatever you want, and then give the another condition. Correct? So this is what, say, copy, delete it, and paste it here. Okay, so the multiple conditions, this is how you can handle it. Okay, and if you say or, let me copy this and paste it here, say or here. So copy this entire thing, paste it here, say single pipe. So either you'll get a Pune or else wherever we have a salary greater than 50,000. Okay. Understood? Or no? What about others? Is everyone clear with the syntax and everything? किसी को कुछ doubt है? Please type yes if you are getting it. Tushar, I can see you are getting Sachin, getting it. Yogita, perfect, good. Meena, okay. Ruchita is getting fine, fine, good. So Chit is also getting Devendra, okay, perfect. So where condition, I think we are good. We can select the specific columns. That is also a good thing. Okay, now I want to see the distinct. So if you remember, we had a distinct keyword, right? This distinct clause in a SQL, correct? So this one, select distinct, okay, select distinct, these columns, all the columns or the specific columns, whatever you want from this table name. How we can get it? This is the first thing. Distinct, if we are good. And if I want a distinct city only, how we can get it? This is another question. Then I want the this thing, entire thing. Okay. It's a third thing, right? Order by. Okay, so paste it. Order by. I want to see it by order by salary, ascending order. Okay. So let's have a break for 10 minutes. In a break, I want you to write a pandas code to get the output as like the SQL like out. First one is distinct specific column, and order by sort it. And also the fourth query is, do you remember the is null function? Select all the columns, okay, where where any column that is salary is null. Okay, so this null related operations also we are going to see. So let's take a break for 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, if you want, you can explore these things. Okay, so we'll resume our session at 8:30. Is it okay?